The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, work.
Alam mo ba, nasasabihin ako sa'yo ng buhay mo'y isang aklat. Isang aklat na para sa lahat. Kaya halika na ibahagi sa lahat. Kaya kung gusto mong matuto, tumutok ka lang sa programang ito. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi sa mga aral ng buhay. Makisaya, makialam sa ikakabuti ng bayan at magdulot ng inspirasyon at kalakasan. Halika na, sumama ka, mangarap at matuto ng sama-sama. Huwag mabalisa kung may problema. Andyan ang Diyos na iyong makakasama. Kaya kung gusto mong matuto, tumutok ka lang sa programang ito. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi sa mga aral ng buhay. Makisaya, makialam sa ikakabuti ng bayan at magdulot ng inspirasyon at kalakasan. Magtiwala ka lang sa may kapal, lahat ng yan makakamtan. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi sa mga aral ng buhay. Makisaya, makialam sa ikakabuti ng bayan at magdulot ng inspirasyon at kalakasan. Life Library, hatid sa'yo'y mga aral sa ikakaunlad ng buhay. Kaya halika na, sumama ka at huwag na patumpik-tumpik pa. Kaya halika na, sumama ka, samahan si Dr. Esmenia.
They will need to connect their mic or cam before you can add them to the stream. Dapat ina-add mo sila sa stream. Eh, wala silang yung mute yung microphone. Ay, okay na yung mic natin. Nadirinig na tayo.
At hindi na tayo malabas eh.
Hindi tayo malabas. They will need to connect their mic.
So, good morning, to all our TLC viewers and subscribers all over the world, all over the country, and all over the world. So, today let's do our discussion with regards to
Hello, Ma'am Esme. I've read few pages of your book. Honestly, I haven't read from cover to cover yet. However, I have the desire to really read your book from cover to cover, especially the real life lessons toward real life success. Because on the first pages of your book, I've learned that we have so many things in common. And I don't know, it was like a deja vu of my being. Like, upon reading and learning all this, we have too many links and too many common denominator that I can't even say it's coincidence. Like, for example, I have known by heart, of course, Sister Isabel Angela, my SSPS directress when I studied in Holy Spirit in Tarlac. And also, all these activities that you've been doing all your life on the first stages of your success that I am trampling right now. And I don't know, there are too many issues to talk about, and I think the book is really for me. It's written to guide me, to tell me that what I'm facing right now in my life is not something new to other people. It's new to me, I may have a different strategy or approach on how to deal all these struggles, dreams, reaching my ambitions in life, and struggling to conquer all these inhibitions in me. But really, honestly, uh, sincerely, I want to let you know, ma'am, that this book will really help me get through all this. Because nakita ko talaga dito, we're on the same boat at some point, and while reading your book, naramdaman ko talaga na parang, what is this connection God gave me to you, and now He's allowing me to really make me realize that I am also special, that I am also cared, and I am loved. It's just that I've been focusing too much on my struggles and all these maybe influences that I should not been indulging with. But right now, I know I'm in the right track, and with your book, with you, which I can personally talk to, I know I can get through all this, and I hope I can also be someone like you who have this positive mindset and the what do you call this? Yung bang very enthusiastic in all things that you do, to inspire us, to inspire other people, kung alam lang nila kung ano yung nandito sa libro na to, and they should grab one. They should have a copy. It may seem simple because all of us, of course, have this real life lessons in. Syempre, we are all different people, and we have different identities. Although we are all, of course, sabi ko nga, beautiful because we are created in the likeness and image of God. However, the real life success that you have here in conquering all those struggles that you've been through, I think many can always relate on this, and I hope they'll be able to grab one copy of your book at least. It is a very good investment, and it is something that you can actually consider as a very very nice companion, and it will really inspire you and somehow make you realize that after all this time of struggling and maybe battling in different ways, they come in this sometimes in disguise. However, this book will really help me in combating all this. So, ma'am, I hope to see you on Sunday, be able to exchange words with you, once again listen to you, and at least get more insights from you in our face-to-face conversational, what do you call this, kamustahan. So, I have to record this kasi I know I can't get through because mahina ang internet. So, I hope you will be able to watch this and be able to send back a video. At least I can watch, and I'll just find a spot where the Wi-Fi is okay and the signal is okay. You see, we can always make ways for everything. So, okay, please watch this. Thank you. I love you, ma'am, from the bottom of my heart, and I miss you. Bye.
Ayan. So, thank you for that inspiring message, Ma'am Aleli Aquino. So, pasensya na po kayo mga kasama, at talagang lumalaban tayo sa ating internet. So, laban lang. tuloy tayo sa kabila ng lahat. So, I'm happy, of course, I'm happy and we are really very fortunate today for having with us a guest, of course, the one who gave us the message just a while ago. Of course, let us welcome Ma'am Aleli Aquino.
Thank you.
Ayan.
Ayan.
She's with me. Kasama
Yes.
ko na siya. For the first time na, yeah, for the third time na ngayon lang ako magkaroon ng guest na live. Kasama ko ngayon. Okay, so paki-introduce, can you tell us more about yourselves, ma'am? About yourself?
Hello, Ma'am. Ma'am Esme, thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. Actually, it is our choice. It is my choice to come over and visit her because I wanted to have this kind of interaction with her. Because whenever we bump into each other, we always take time to pause and talk and have a chit chat like this. So
Yeah.
I wanted to listen to her. I want to get I want to get all those this first-hand information from her, not to clarify things about the book, but of course just to make sure that what I'm experiencing right now is something that's valid. Nagpa-validate pala ako, Ma'am Esme.
Yes.
But of course, with all due respect, I'd like to introduce myself. No, I am Teacher Aneli. I am Teacher 3 from Ilog Malino Elementary School. And bakit ba ako nag-guest dito ni Ma'am Esme? Yeah, I've been like an adopted daughter of Sampaloc National High School because we've been using their school before for our instructional videos. That's why I had this chance, as one great chance, to meet her and to have this beautiful relationship with them and with her, not like a not as a boss, but as a mentor, and more than that, because she's very affable and approachable, and you see, she has a very good soul. I know everyone knew that. That's why even if she's not indebted right now already, because she's already happily retired, well, I wanted to get connected to her because I know that I will learn a lot of things from her. Oh, that's why when she introduced her book, I I messaged her and asked her if she can reserve two books for me. So I got this one, and I was able to read not the whole book yet, not from cover to cover as I've said, but a few pages. From the first few pages of the book, I was already inspired. So what more if I'll reach the last page of this book? Ma'am Esme, thank you for this.
Yeah, so thank you also, of course, for the trust. Thank you for really for really giving me an inspiration with regards to your comments and feedback. So that's really the very purpose of writing the book. Yung talagang nung sinulat ko kasi yung libro, sabi ko, how would I inspire people? And I'm very, very happy that a person, someone like you, really is inspired by my book. Somebody who's already very successful in her career. So, siguro ma'am, before we go on, I would like to greet, batiin natin itong mga bumabati sa atin. Of course, we have with us Bro Ryan America. Magandang afternoon po, Coach Doc Esmenia Celeste at sa panauhin ngayong hapon.
Good afternoon po.
Yes. And of course, we have with us Ma'am Lerms Katigay Marcos. She will be the first guest, of course, of Coach Dupo in his show, yung bagong show niya, something like Legacy. Yeah, Living Legacy. So, thank you very much. So, siguro ma'am, pag-uusapan natin yung, kasi ito sabi ko, mangarap, dream. So, in the book, of course, the book is consist of 12 chapters kung mapapansin mo dyan. And last time I have out of the 12 chapters there are 10 winning strategies. I have 10 winning strategies and I already discussed last time about having a dream. So, you know the chapters is composed of a word create. Create dreams. Yan, sabi niya,
Yeah.
create. So, the first chapter is see, cultivate a dream. So, at least have a dream. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Mauna, dapat meron tayong pangarap, which I already discussed last time. And then, number two is R, raise over your inner self. So, as I mentioned last time, sabi ko kasi ma'am, unang-una at minsan yung sarili nating kalaban natin eh. Ang dami nating fears,
Yeah.
doubts, yung what if, natatakot tayong mag-try, mag-risk, mabigo, di ba? So, yung mga taong natatakot, yun siguro, as you can see me, I'm a very simple person, parang napakatahimik, pero one thing that I'm sure of, na hindi ninyo aakalain, matapang akong makipagsapalaran. Yeah, that's what I know about myself. Maybe that others do not know na I am really a person who is brave enough to take risk. If not, I did not succeed in life.
Yes,
So, how
ma'am.
about you, ma'am?
That's what I saw in you. Well, not really. The first time I saw you, I thought like you were really someone who is lenient. Of course, you are lenient,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how far you've gone through before you've reached your peak of success
Yeah.
right now. And while reading your book, I I told myself, oh, so at least I'm not the only one who's experiencing all these struggles in life.
Yeah.
So I was kind of inspired to read your book and go over some more of it because I saw some of sabi ko nga, 'di ba, meron tayong parang mga common denominators
Yes.
that links us, that brings us together.
Yes.
And yung motto natin, likewise, I've stayed in Holy Spirit for just a year, but of
Mm.
course, the truth in love, which is of course yun ang ating talagang isinasabuhay is
Mm-mm.
something that you're also trying to put into practice. Siguro
Yes.
yun yung isa na nakapag-draw ng heart ko towards you.
Mm-mm.
And at the same time, I've read in your book that you wanted to be a nun before and then
Mm-mm.
a teacher and at the same time psychologist, which I myself is dreaming. So,
Yes.
parang sabi ko nga, nako, hindi lang pala ako yung ganito, meron ding iba. It's just that I saw that you went on the other road and I myself, maybe because I was also hard-headed during my younger years and so I had to venture into other things and take risks.
Yes.
But you see, no matter how many times we fall, we always need to rise and fight until we reach a certain goal that can, of course, make us feel a foretaste happiness and let us have this what we call the foretaste of heaven. Like
Yes.
whenever we champion into something, even in little things,
Mhm.
like what you had before, because you've mentioned in your book that you had a school before,
Yes.
and then it closed,
Yes.
but you were given a bigger opportunity.
Yes.
So what I wanted to practice and what I wanted to adopt from you, ma'am, is the positive mindset that you have in everything that you do. That no matter how many struggles you had encountered in your life, you were able to champion all this. And right now, still, no, nagdi-dream ka pa din and pursuing
Yes.
all these beautiful dreams that you haven't succeeded, like this one, like hosting or having this vlog
Yes.
and
And
talk
writing a book.
and writing a
Of
book.
course.
Ang dami pang kung dapat kong gawin.
Yes.
And I'm very lucky enough, especially right now, to have been sitting here with you and talking to you.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is why in my book, although I said it's for the young, it's not only for the young dreamers, kasi the book teaches the young dreamers to dream. But for all of us, just for you, even if you're already successful, still, the book is telling us that we don't stop dreaming. That
Yes.
it's not because we are not the type of person who is not contented. Kasi ako, I am a contented person eh. Pero when it comes to what I can do in terms of service, yan siguro yung wala akong contentment. Ibig sabihin kasi, hindi yung contentment naman kasi I wanted really to maximize what God has given me. Yun siguro. to live life to the fullest. Because of course, as a young child, we grew up with priest, with the religious people. Talagang yung ating orientation, very strong yung orientation na we are born for a purpose.
Yeah, I'd like to cut you from there. Yes, we've been
Yes.
living in these four corners of the holies. And now let me remember. Now, the first time I saw you, the first connection I had with you was when you recited the poem, the prose, the prose desiderata
Yes.
in Bulino School of Fisheries, because during that time
Oh,
you
you
were
read
one of the
that?
speakers.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and then it was like, wow, she knew it. I mean, she
Yeah,
memorized it.
yeah.
Maybe she's also living every
Yes.
word from that cross from that desiderata. So it's one of my favorites, and what I wanted to do right now is to be able to have you and to practically tell me what are the practices that you have in your life right now that probably got influence from reading the Desiderata, like what I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you see, before, even in my first years in teaching in elementary, I was handling grade 6 before. I let my learners learn it by heart because they were already in grade 6. So I was trying to tell them and explain to them like every line of the prose.
Yes.
So I think it helps.
Yes,
And
yes.
can you still remember your desiderata, Ma'am Esme?
Yeah, I can still remember. But my favorite, of course, my favorite line is, uh, what's that? That each of us has its own story to tell, no
Mhm.
matter how simple it is. And that is why I
Like
wrote a book.
even the dull and the
Yeah,
ignorant.
even the dull and the ignorant, they too have their story to tell.
Yes.
And meron pa akong isa dyan, yung pinost ko kanina na I posted it in my Facebook, has something to do with, do not compare yourself with others.
Mm.
You may become vain or bitter,
Bitter
for always there will be greater
and
and
lesser
lesser
than
persistent.
yourself.
Actually, that's one of my out of my winning strategies. Ang nakalista kasi dito, number 6.
Mm.
Chapter 6 is empowering oneself through books. Through
Mm.
books and of course literature. So talagang itong mga like Invictus, yan, The Road Not Taken,
By
these
Robert
were really
Frost.
my guide. Ito kasi yung desiderata every now and then na nanghihinata ko. Kunwari, nade-depressed ako.
Mm.
When I compare myself with others, parang naiinggit. Ay, hindi naman naiinggit, pero parang ang hirap ng buhay ko, ba't ganun? So, I recite. I keep on reciting Desiderata. So, talaga yung mga literary pieces, those were one of my winning strategies.
How wonderful it is
Yes.
to to listen and to read such masterpiece. Like
Yes.
imagine we're already in the year 2022 that was published 1927 by
Yes.
Erman, and still up to now we can apply it and we can relate to it. So ma'am, it says here no in the Desiderata,
Yeah, yeah.
like he says that beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. So,
Yes.
my existence is not just an existence. I have a purpose. That's why
Mhm.
I'm here. So, what I'm trying to figure out up to now that I'm already this young,
Yeah, yes.
I'm still trying to figure out what's really my purpose. Yes, I know I am a teacher. I enjoy teaching my learners, imparting whatever knowledge I have, practically passing on to the younger generation whatever I
Mhm.
can.
Yes.
Especially now, I'm married. I am happily married, but we don't have a child
Mhm.
yet, and I'm still hoping we can have one.
Yes.
So I'm still very positive on that. I'm always striving to be happy. That's what this Desiderata
Yes.
is all about.
You are the child of the. In fact, if you heard already the song, that was uh, parang interpreted through a song.
Yeah.
Sa You are the child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have the right to be here. Something like that. Una kong napanood. In fact, I have, siguro next time, ipi-play ko yan. Kasi napapalabas yan sa sa Channel 7. Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
And
narinig ko yan.
Talk Life channel is really teaching
Yes.
us a lot.
Yes.
Yes, practically, because we've been into so many struggles in life.
Mhm.
Even mental health is something that we have to talk
Yes,
about. No,
yes.
it's something that we could consider.
In fact, na-topic ko na rin
Yes,
yan.
and your book helps a lot.
Yeah.
If you are depressed or if you are undergoing circumstances that you can't control, then real life situations and real life stories like the ones in your book is something that you have to read, and it will really uplift you, cheer you up, all the time. See, like this one,
Yes.
the network is actually giving us a stress.
Yes.
But we have to make sure that,
Yes.
of course, we're
The
doing
show
our
must
best.
go on.
And we're doing our best to
Yeah.
engage everyone. So you can type your comments and questions if you want to ask something. We need to maximize our time for you to be able to interact with us. I'm enjoying right now talking to Mom Esme.
Yes.
And I'd like to ask her also one more.
Yeah.
And it says here, you see, even in YouTube videos, if you can observe, there are
Yes.
channels that are actually mainstreaming,
Yes.
and they're talking all this, the power of words,
Yeah.
the power of dreams, the power on how to make your dreams come true, and it's all in the book.
Mhm.
And I can see here that may kulang pala sa ginagawa ko. Hindi lang pala
Mhm.
dapat nagdi-dream ka lang.
Yes.
You have to set it as your goal. You have to work hard for it.
Yes.
And by that time, you will be able to realize na while doing your work, your dream will come to you, will soon reveal to you that, hey, this is your dream. It's coming true. Now you have to reap what you have to harvest what you've reaped. So dreaming is not just dreaming. You don't just stop there. You have to
Yes.
set your goal,
Yes.
and you have to work. Really,
Yes.
they have you work really hard.
Really, I really work so hard for my dream. In fact, as I've said in my first chapter, that at first I thought everything is just a dream.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then I started working for that dream. So in chapter 2, andyan natin makikita yung sabi niya, engage with your dream till victory. Till victory. So kailangan we have to work. Ito na yung working so hard. This is not the part of the battle. Laban na talaga ito. And of course, all throughout my journey in achieving my dream, I had with me God. Yeah.
Yes.
Ang siguro number one is sabi ko, I succeeded, I dreamed, and I succeeded with God as my leading partner. Most of the time, God ahead of me as my guide. Sometimes, He's just beside me as my friend, my comforter. Kapag talagang down na down ako, nandyan lang siya sa tabi ko. At sa talagang pinaka-down na parte ng buhay ko, just like do I need to, yeah, may mga bagay na hindi ko So, ayun. So, ito yung mga bagay na magi-give up na ba ako? I was climbing the mountain. Sabi ko nga, the valley of success, yung mountain as the peak of the success. At talagang mahuhulog na ako. But then, God was beside me.
Yeah.
Behind me.
That in that
Yeah.
manner, I can also relate.
Yes.
You see, this is a revelation. I don't know. Really, it's a small world
Yes.
because I'm not really from Bolinao.
Yes.
Yeah? I am from Tarlac, and as young as 24 years old, I was able and lucky enough to get into politics, which I never dreamed of.
Yes.
It is by accident that I was elected as a municipal councilor, and then I won.
Wow.
So but there's a
Imagine.
big sacrifice on that.
it's only now that I learned that you were once a municipal
I,
councilor.
I need not to tell that, no, sometimes, because it's not even
Yes.
something that I need to include in my resume as
Yeah.
an educator. Well, I was a legislator. However, as young as 24, I was dreaming more than that, and I wanted to be. Imagine, I just want to sing in a cruise ship. That's why I have to get myself an artist record book and do all the auditioning. And after a while, God God doesn't did not permit me to do so. He has plans for me.
Yes.
Otherwise, I will not have this chance to talk to you right now.
Yes.
Because maybe I'll be staying in the cruise ship and have been entertaining or singing or whatever.
Yeah, so maybe, Madam, later on we can sing the song "I Have a Dream."
Maybe before
Yeah,
we end the show.
before we end.
Yeah. So
Later
abangan niyo
on you
po.
search for that. Yeah,
Yes.
we will sing.
So abangan. So when I came over, I was like a blank paper, letting God fill in whatever I need to do. So whenever you surrender yourself, this is what I've learned. Whenever you surrender yourself to God and let Him guide you and go ahead of you, it's true. Ma'am Esme is right. He will be the one to guide you. But you have to work and really follow Him. How do you need to follow Him? Like in the Sederata, you have to listen to the silence of your heart, or the subtle voice within you, for you to be able to discern what's really good for you and what's for you. So whatever we plan, however how great it is, kung magplan tayo, no matter how great it is, still the plan of God and the will of God will always prevail. But we always have our choice, because God loves us so much that He gave us His free will. However, we are, of course, the pilot of our lives, the life that He has given us. So we are also responsible in going back to Him with all these good purposes that we have lived. So, alam ko naman like what you're doing right now, Ma'am Esme. You unselfishly unfolding yourself and giving us a piece of yourself every now and then, every time you share
Yes.
your insights. It is something that you unselfishly lend to us back, lend or give away to us. It's not something that we can get to many people, because that's why I regard you and I love you, because you're not selfish. You give your all out ba, yung heart mo, yung whatever you have in your mind, na sometimes
Misinterpret.
misunderstood,
Yes.
na
Yes.
you are parang ako minsan, parang we are the all knowing is talking again.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's not like that. It's how we try to perceive things and place it in our lives, ganon. Kayo, ma'am,
Yeah.
did you ever experience that?
Yes, alam mo kasi when I was still a child, when I was young, I was in my period of doubts, period of knowing who I am, what should I do. So, ang daming questions. And I was really looking for, I always look for something na which can inspire me, which can empower me, which can really answer all my questions na mabuti nga ngayon, so doon ko nakita na kung ako during those days, naghanap ako ng mga ganitong maririnig, mababasa, whatever, to clear all my doubts. So maybe, sabi ko, etong buhay ko, pwede. There is somebody out there that
Like
might
me.
be. Yeah. So I am really hoping, no, putting myself on the shoes of other people. That's the purpose of the book. The book is written not because I wanted to boast my life. There's nothing to boast about my life. I wrote about my book because I am hoping that through my story, through my story, there is somebody, kahit na isa man lang, di ba, malaking bagay na yun, there are people who will be inspired by it. There is a soul, even a single soul. But now, I'm pretty sure na talagang masayang-masaya na ako kasi alam ko na meron na talagang absolutely appreciated and absolutely benefited with yeah, somebody who really benefit
The book.
from the book. So talagang yun na yung purpose talagang sayang-masaya na ako na hindi na sayang yung pagod ko, na maybe because you appreciate the book so much, you will also tell that to others, to your students, and ang pag-asa ko talaga dyan, because that will be my legacy, it will be really it will be shared from generation to generation.
Yes, of course,
Yes.
because they always tell us. Even
Yes.
I have a friend who is a priest, and he might not want to mention his name here, but I would
Mm.
like to share what he told me, that you see, our lives are the fifth gospel.
Yes.
That's why your book is a fifth gospel. It's how you live life truthfully and loyally to God, no
Mm.
matter, because we are human and we have a
Yes.
human heart as well, and because of our free will na sometimes so we commit all these errors in life, and because we are very fond of putting icing on the cake of our
Yes.
lives, we
Yes.
have all this mga madaming dekorasyon. However, at the end of the day, yung cake na yon, depende pa rin kung ano talaga yung nag-coat doon, di ba? Parang
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
how you put icing on it, but it's how it is being made out of the
Yes.
dough, no? So, parang yung lesson doon, parang ang buhay talaga po talaga natin is hindi mo naman measure dahil sa maraming burloloy siya or
Mhm.
marami kang awards and achievements. It's how you pass it on to others for you to be
Yes.
able to create a legacy.
Yes.
We pass it. Kaya nga, I have a fear na din minsan. Yung parang I was not depressed. Never. Na parang wala kaming anak or
Mhm.
I'm not,
Yes.
I don't have a child yet. No. But I was just thinking, how can I be able to pass it on to others? And then God gave me a way. I maybe he wanted me to be a teacher, really, to be a teacher,
Yes.
to be able to pass it to my students,
Yes.
to all the stories that I have heard from people like you, from mentors like you. I'll be able to pass it, not maybe not from my own child, from my womb,
Yes. Yes.
coming out from my womb, but for people and for my learners who will be with me until
Yes.
such time that I will also reach my retirement age
Yes.
like you.
Yes.
Mm.
Alam mo kasi ma'am, ako, every now and then, kasi nag-ano ako eh, I took the Clifton assessment, something
Mhm.
like that. Online yan, I paid for, I don't know, medyo thousands din yung binayad ko doon. Only really to confirm what are really my potentials. And I agree with that talaga. It's really very accurate na yung number one ko is, yung sabi niya, number one is significance. So I want to live a significant life. And
Yes.
because I want to live a significant life, I wanted also to make people live a significant life by inspiring them. So parang ganun. So talagang to live a significant life, I should be an influencer. So ako naman, siguro influencer ako kasi naniniwala ako na doon sabi niya, to live a significant life, ako daw ay influencer kasi every now and then, when I talk to people, I keep on influencing them. From time to time, matagtawag ako ng mga teachers, sige, mag-inspire. Ganun lang talaga. Siguro kung maalala nila ako, yun naman ang sinasabi nila. Kung meron silang maalala sa akin, yun lang, ganun lang daw talaga ako. Yung gusto-gusto kong magsalita,
Yeah.
magbigay ng inspiration.
You know,
So,
ma'am,
yun talaga siguro yung trabaho ko.
yeah, ang sabi nila sa akin, when I asked, I told one of my colleagues, like, oh, I'll be with Mom Esme on
Mm.
Sunday. Nako, you can talk the whole day
Yeah.
with her, and you can talk like anything under the sun. And I said, yeah,
Yes.
I know, because I've talked to her even before, but this time we'll be in front of audiences and we'll be able to record whatever we have talked.
Yes.
And you will be able to see how spontaneous she is when she speaks.
Yes.
And I really love talking to you because I love to listen to you, I talk to you, and
Yes.
somehow make sure that before we part ways on that special moment, I'll be able to treasure something in my heart and in my mind, something that I can practice in my life. It's not imitating you, but it is actually embracing the beautiful
Yes.
things that you did and something that I can also adopt in my life and
Yes.
produce something beautiful. Di ba hindi naman pwedeng mamunga ang beautiful ng hindi maganda?
Yes.
Oo.
Kaya nga sabi natin, ma'am, ito siguro i-ano ko lang and then later on kasi parang in-integrate na natin itong aking mga para
Everything
matapos
in
na.
your book, yes.
It's already everything there. What we are discussing now is already there. At saka talaga, if we are going to talk about the book, siguro it will take a long time.
Yes, more.
Kasi for only one poem, ang habang kwento niyan.
Mm-mm.
How the story, the poem, Inay Forgive Me, it's not because bakit ko hinihingi yung kapatawaran ng aking inay. It's not because I am a bad girl.
Yes.
I am a stubborn. I was stubborn, yes, but I was stubborn with my dream. So I left without the permission of my mother.
See?
That's how stubborn I was.
See, we have the same
Yes.
story to tell.
Oh.
That's why I
Oh.
was able to. Yes, go ahead,
So,
ma'am.
ang haba talaga pa
Mm-mm.
ng lakarin. Pero to summarize, siguro, eto, isa-summarize ko lang, and then later on,
1 hour
siguro,
really is not
we can,
enough, right?
we can still have time kasi ito namang episode ko, season 5 ko is all about dream. Tingnan ko if we have still time, baka pwede natin i-continue, di ba? Pero ano natin, parang sa teaching, ano tayo, deductive. So,
Yes.
ibibigay ko na muna kabuuan and then saka natin ihimay-himay. So, siguro, ito lang, basahin ko lang letter C, create dreams, no? The chapter of the book. C is cultivate a dream. Have a dream. Number 2 is R, raise over your inner self, battle within yourself. Ano man yung mga ayaw mo sa sarili mo, labanan mo muna yan. Then E, engage with your dream till victory. So engage means you work. Ito na, work for it. And A, abide with positive traits. So ito, kailangan taglayin. Marami ito. Kailangan pag-usapan natin ito siguro yung mga character traits or positive values like optimism, sabi mo nga. Number 5, teamwork with God. Although supposedly number 1 yung, kasi hindi naman ito alphabetically arranged, no? Yung working with God as my leading partner, dapat number 1 yan. Kaya lang, minats lang natin sa create dream. So, of course, it's really God who is my overall protector, guide, and everything. E is empowering oneself through books. Pag hindi ka pala basa, kasi I learned a lot through books and my personal experiences, through
It's very
observations.
true.
Yeah. So, of course, reading. The power of books.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Kaya hindi lang ako na, alam nyo yung pagbabasa, I did not already satisfy myself by just reading. I myself wrote a book.
Yeah,
Diba?
that's
Yeah.
something that I really appreciate talaga.
Yeah.
And that's superb talaga. It's a dream that anyone wants
Yeah.
to do. And but of course, by the power of your will and God.
Yes. Siguro ma'am, just dream. Ako din, yung mga dreams ko, I want to be an author, matagal yan, but I do not know how. But then the preparation really is already, I did not know, unconsciously, I was preparing myself already on that endeavor. Yung the fact na basa ako ng basa, I tried really to improve and widen my vocabulary. Yan na yun eh.
Yes,
So yung,
ma'am.
when we have a dream, minsan, hindi mo na namamalayan. You're already working on it. So, yung mga pangarap natin, ginagawa yan at the very beginning. Mag-aral kang mabuti. Yan.
Yes, yes.
And then, of course, D is developing the habit of writing. I wrote also as my winning strategy kasi paano ko na-overcome, susuko na ako, susulat ako para magkalbo na ako ng lakas. Writing, of course, was my outlet.
Passion and an outlet.
Outlet. Yung time na mahina ako, marami akong problema, nilalabas ko sa pagsusulat.
Yes. That's why I'm doing the same thing.
Yes.
I did that when we had COVID. You see,
Mm-mm.
this is a revelation again. Yes, we had COVID and we have to isolate ourselves for me and my husband need to go out of the city or town and then we have to isolate ourselves for 2 months. And in that
Mm-mm.
2 months, I was able to write a letter to God.
Yeah.
And realizations came after that. So it was a beautiful, maybe I'll share it with you so maybe you can
Yeah.
do the honor in editing
So,
my
yes, later we can still continue as I've said
Yes.
with our topic. And siguro speaking of COVID, of the lockdown, so everything naman is yung pag-optimistic talaga tayo. The COVID is not really that bad, particularly to me kasi during the COVID, the lockdown sa akin naging advantage yung lockdown because that was the time I was able to write book.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
that was
true.
the time I was able to
We were
write
given
book.
enough time to focus on things that we haven't
Yes.
done for a long
Yes.
time because we've been very busy.
Yeah.
We have many work to do, ma'am, in school. It's
Yes.
something that we have to embrace.
So, parang yun ay ano, is it a bane or a boon? Ganon. Naging ano
Uh,
siya sa akin.
it's
Boon.
as
Boon ba
it's
yung
like it's giving us a
advantage?
silver lining, no?
Yes.
The COVID effect.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. It's just looking at the other side of the
Oo.
coin.
So, let's look at the positive side,
Yes.
bright side of life.
Focus on
So,
that.
yeah, ang dami din namang good things that happened. It's not only bad things during the COVID. In fact, the COVID was the reason, one of the reasons why I decided to retire. Kasi during that time na nag-isip ako, magre-retire na ba ako? Oo, kasi kasagsagan pa nun ng COVID. And if you learn, na-COVID ako. Yeah, na-COVID ako. Hindi ko naman alam kung yung COVID na hindi naman siya seryosong, but I was a victim of COVID. Yeah.
It's like
I did not know if you learned, if you heard.
maybe
You heard it.
I haven't heard enough, but I
Yeah.
thought that you had you have to isolate yourself because you got
Yeah.
a close contact.
I was
With
really,
Oh.
I was really.
But at least you're well now. We are well now,
Yes.
and with God's grace, we
Yes.
are okay.
Yeah.
So we only have 8 minutes more.
Yeah, we
to
have
be
8
with
minutes.
You.
We can, siguro, we are allowed naman to extend up to 10 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so siguro, ayan, tapusin ko na lang and then ano natin. So, developing the habit of writing,
Yes.
sabi ko kasi winning strategy ko yan because that's my outlet of outputting my emotion and then expressing gratitude. At the last part of the book, all along I thought I owe everything to myself. But it's not. It's not pala. Noon kasi yung Invictus, I love Invictus. The last part, sabi niya, uh, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. That was when I was young. I believe when I was young, I thought that everything I could do things for myself. But then I realized at the middle of my life that everything is between God and me.
Yes.
I have to work with God. And now at this period of my life, I just let go and let God. So in every phase of our life, maraming pagbabago.
Yes, it's true.
There are a lot of changes on how our uh, principles, our convictions, our beliefs, noon trabaho, ngayon family.
Our
Ngayon
priority
changes. Yeah. Priority changes. And our passion sometimes changes.
Yes, it's according to the ability that you still,
Yes.
the capability.
Yes.
Even if we wanted
And yes, and
something
maybe
like that.
we also grow higher.
That's why time is very important
Yeah.
also.
Yes. So we need to move forward also. So I already stopped. I already get out of depth ed to do something, to do others, just like
Bigger.
writing.
Actually, mom, you have a bigger community now,
Yeah.
and you have a bigger responsibility.
Yes.
Your school, it's like double, triple.
Yes. Because of this.
Because of this.
I can connect. Yeah. Think, learn, connect.
Yes.
That's the ano of TLC. So it's already worldwide and so with my book. So ang libro ko nakarating na rin ng ibang bansa,
Yes.
nakarating na ng Dumaguete. Unlike before na I go room to room. Kahit na school na kasi ako talaga. I always see to it na napasok ko yung mga bata and tell them how to dream. Tell them how to achieve their dream. This time, without me, even if I'm out in depth ed, as if I'm still there. At it's not already confined in depth ed, but even outside depth ed. The people who have the book, lalo na yung aking ano din, yung isang libro ko about teaching strategies. Siyempre, kahit wala na ako sa school, hindi na ako magpapaseminar sa mga teachers ko, ganun.
The power of technology.
Yeah. Yeah, and even the book.
And even the
book
book.
itself.
Yes.
Di ba, ma'am? Ayan. So, siguro, na-search mo na yung ano natin. We still have time. Pwede naman tayong mag-ano ng konti. Sige, tuloy ko na. Gratitude. Ayan. Yung talagang, akala lang natin minsan, my dear viewers, my dear subscribers, na akala lang natin, yung mga tagumpay natin, Sa
We owe it
atin
to
lang yun.
ourselves.
We owe it to ourselves.
Because we're good.
Yes,
Ganon.
or yeah, because we are good.
That's what we think.
Yeah, that's what we think
But we
because
are
I did
wrong.
my best. Or siguro, ina-acknowledge naman natin yung God, but we don't realize that even the small people, yung mga taong akala natin na dumaan lang, nadaanan lang natin sa buhay natin, they are all part of our success. That even siguro yung sinasakyan nating bus, when we go to school, dati nag-aaral tayo, pupunta tayo, yung driver, yung tindera na binibilan natin, all of them are part of our journey. And
And
that without them, small
even those who
things.
hate, I mean,
Yeah.
even those people who we consider hating us, I mean,
Yes.
sometimes we tell na parang, pangit ang ugali niya. There's no such word as pangit ang ugali niya. We're all, it's just that hindi tayo magkakaugali.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't match each other. But if we only try to open our minds and understand each other, like really go deeper into just merely a conversation, not just communicate, connect, try to be
Yes.
more emphatic. That's what the book is teaching us to do, to learn from the lessons that she's trying to tell us, Ma'am Esme's book, like the one here in your number 8.
Eight. Revitalizing oneself with more roles.
Yes.
Yeah, do not be satisfied. Yung, alam niyo yung buhay natin, we should not be confined doing with things that we used to do.
We are in a
If we
comfort
can-
zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we can still do more. Yeah, I like that word, comfort zone. Oh my God, paano ako lumabas sa comfort zone ko having this itong mga StreamYard na hindi ko alam,
Mhm.
hindi ko alam pumindot, wala akong alam, pero I really need to. Kasi that's the call of duty. For me, parang duty ko talaga ang magbigay ng inspiration. Yung comfort zone, writing a book, I have to wake up at early, hindi ako matutulog, something like that. But everything, sabi ko nga, masaya ako pag may na-inspire ako.
Yeah,
Yan
thank
siguro.
you.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm also very happy because you made my dream come true. Yung dream ko na ma-inspire ang mga tao, andiyan ka na as an what do you
Mga
call that?
bunga.
Yeah, bunga na naniniwala na talagang may saysay at
Yes.
may silbi na hindi na sayang yung pagod ko at yung effort ko ng sumulat ng libro na to kasi may taong nakinabang.
And I appreciate.
Nag-appreciate.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
It is something that I really, if all the books that I have in the house will, I mean, if I will pick one of the books that I need to bring with me wherever I go, I will always pick your book
Wow,
with
thank
me
you.
and
Thank
bring
you
it
very
with me.
much. Yeah. I
Yes.
thank you and I can really feel the sincerity
Mhm.
of what you are telling. At talagang siguro yung I hope that you can also feel the sincerity of my gratefulness and of my
Of
happiness
course, yes.
because of that appreciation. Kasi talagang tuwang-tuwa ako. Although marami na rin nagsabi naman na maganda, na we have many things in common, na parang ganun. Pero yours is different.
Because
Yours
I
is
got
different.
engaged,
Yeah.
I practically put myself into it and tried not to not to not to compare, like
Yes.
what I do not compare, but there are many instances in the book that matches the same struggle, the same decisions that I'm actually having right now, and this will really help me because it's written here all the outcome of your decisions, of the
Yes.
decisions that you make. Maybe I can just change some of it because
Yes.
we can handle differently, right?
Yes,
It's
yes.
because we have different identities, we have
Yes.
different capabilities. You are more, you have more than I have, so maybe I can practically put myself into this corner where I can think of this beautiful winning strategies that you have, something that I can also embrace,
Yeah.
na hindi na ako mag-iisip kung anong gagawin ko masyado,
Yes.
kasi meron ng result.
Yes.
It's really a big help.
So alam mo ma'am, nung sinulat ko yan, sabi ko, ito talaga kaya ma-appreciate. Tinanong ko din yung sarili ko. Ma-appreciate kasi ng mga tao. Alam mo, yun yung isa sa pinaglabanan ko. But then I remember when I was still teaching in college na I used to tell that story, yung portion of those, of the story in that book na, uy, sige ma'am, abangan namin yung libro mo ah. Then from time to time, there were students na pag nakita ako, ma'am, nasaan na yung libro mo? Yon yung nag-inspire din sa akin na, so, ano, parang, ala, na pala nila yung libro. And then, yan si Sir Alf, when
Yes, Sir Alf Danga.
well, yes, when
Is,
I finished the manuscript,
he became our public schools district supervisor here in Bolivia
yes,
Cluster 2.
he was
Hi,
the
sir.
one, yes, Sir Alf, na nagpapasalamat ako sa kanya kasi kailangan ko ng approval eh. I need somebody na higher than me, somebody na parang
To push you
pinakilala,
through.
to push me, to believe na okay ito. And of course, Ma'am Alma. Kasi when I shared that to Ma'am Alma, I was willing, in fact, he was the one who gave the forward. Si Ma'am Alma ang nandyan, si Sir Alf, at sa lahat ng naniwala na
Yeah.
sabi ni Sir Alf, okay, maganda to, keep inspiring. So, yun yung nag-push sa akin. So, we really need people from time to time to inspire. Ako kung kailangan ko, ako nga na nagbibigay ng inspirasyon. Nangangailangan din ako ng inspirasyon. So, lahat tayo, kaya I do believe talaga na we need to share our stories, our own stories to inspire one another.
Sabi nila, whenever you listen, whenever you share, the
Yes.
person you help most is yourself.
Yes, yes, true. Because even yourself, you need to convince yourself. Parang minsan yung mga sinasabi mo, gusto mo ding sabihin yun sa sarili mo eh.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
You know, in my poem, meron akong poem yung Tagalog siya sabi ko, ang buhay, something like, huwag mong kitlin ang sariling buhay. Dumating din ako sa punto na I was so down, I was so depressed na
Darkest moment.
Tapos, I was advising dun sa poem, I advised my brothers na alam ko down din, but actually, it's not only for them.
It's
That,
also for you.
that advice is for me. Nasabi niya, huwag mong kitlin ang sarili mong buhay. Ito, something like that. Pero ginagawa ko, ina-advise ko sa kanila, but I am also doing it for
For
myself.
yourself.
Yeah, I am advising it for myself.
Diba?
So, ganon. That's how I battle yung sariling laban ko. Minsan I had nobody talaga. Parang I had no, kasi hindi ako masyadong, I am the type of person na hindi ako vocal. So I keep it for myself and God. It's talaga naniniwala ko in the darkest moment of my life. I had nobody to hold on except God. At saka yung mga kausap ko, sulat.
Because there's
Libro.
part of us that's
Yes.
left for us and God alone, diba,
Yes,
ma'am?
yes.
And there's this part of us that we can share to others as well. But
Yes.
you, ma'am, for all the things that you've shared, for all these wonderful memories, for all this wonderful treasure, and even things that I know is hard to share, it's already here in the book. That's why in the first few pages of the book, I was teary-eyed because I can already feel the intense emotion that you've invested
Yes.
in writing the book. So thank you for that. Thank you. Really.
Actually, you talk about tears. Isang pungko pa lang dyan, punong-puno na ng luha. Ipunin mo lahat ng pungko. Siguro, if I have to exaggerate, drum-drum na naluha. Kasi, yung mga poems ko talaga, I wrote them at my peak emotion, usually during my darkest the darkest moment of my life. I had so many battles in life.
But I know that during their
Yeah.
darkest moments, after that, I believe so because I've been
Yes.
really, maybe not as intense as you've been through,
Yes.
because we have different stages.
Yeah.
No? We have different struggles or battles that we've faced. However, there's always this God. God will always give us someone
Yes.
who will guide us and be our light. At the unexpected persons come along our way, not our best friend,
Yes.
not our parents, not our siblings, but someone, even a stranger.
Yes.
He can always deliver his presence through different people. Like me, he gave me you right now.
Yes. Yes.
I don't even expect and I can't even think of moments in my life where I could be able to have this chance to talk to you, to express whatever I have in my mind, and to unselfishly unfold my stories or say things that practically some of my closest friends only knew about. And right now, I'm here in public. I
You
don't
know.
even know who's listening to me right now.
Yeah. You know, I'm very, very happy. If ever if there are people coming to me to share their stories, their yeah, I know ako kasi I have secret. Sabi ko noon, the first autobiography that I wrote, ito, galing siya sa simple autobiography, The Secret Pages and Mystery of My Life. And then I realized na, why should I need to keep them secret? I should reveal and unveil everything to share. Hanggang sa, nung napagtagumpayan ko na yung mga paghirap, parang gano'n eh, 'pag hindi ka naman successful parang alangan namang i-share mo yung
Walang end result.
oo, kaya siguro hinintay ko muna talagang naging successful din ako tapos nakita ko na, oh, maganda naman pala yung result. So, I should not keep them secret, so I need to share. So, lahat ng laban ko, sabi ko talaga, life is a battle. Life is a battlefield. Yung sword ko, the words of God, yung mga attitudes, yung mga libro. Actually, as a unique individual, ayun talaga yung naging kaibigan ko talaga nang wala akong makapitan are the books.
Yes, correct
Books
po.
were my friends. Kaya, ganun. Parang kung kaibigan mo ako, pag kailangan kong, the Bible, syempre, but aside from the Bible, gusto ko na yung, ang dami. Don't say yes, if you want to say no, parang puro na yata ako yes, mga ganun. May mga librong
Parang it's
ganon.
okay to say no.
Yeah. So, parating yung mga libro, sinulat din kasi sila yung mga taong kausap. So, katulad ngayon, ma'am, kung hindi mo ako makakausap, wala tayo,
Yes.
kausapin mo ako.
Through the book. That's why I said it's a
Yeah.
companion.
Kaya nga,
Tapos,
parang in
ayun na.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Wait lang, mag-extend kami ng konti, Ma'am Angel. Okay, i-recite na natin yung ano. O
Okay.
meron ka pa bang ibang
No, ma'am.
message?
I'm more than grateful and I'm thankful that I'm with you right now and I'll cherish this for the rest of my life. If I'll be given more opportunity to be with you, even if it's not in front of the camera,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
still come and help and
Yes.
be able to share with you whatever.
Okay.
And thank you for message ko lang po, thank you for all of you who are here right now. I know I'm a nobody. I don't have any name that can probably struck you to listen to us. But for all of you who are here right now and who listen to us, I hope that you learned something from me, probably not just learn, but at least you get to inspire. I get to inspire you in some of the words that I've said or words that I've uttered because I know that these words are not just coming from me, but it's also coming from God. So right now, before we
Yeah.
end, we promised a while ago that we will recite the Desiderata
Yes.
because it is something that we really. Look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it alternately.
Yes. So before we
Before we end.
we go to that, of course I would like to
Greet.
greet
And
or
thank.
thank Ma'am Beng Tuazon and Ma'am Loretta Juarez, our BODs.
Hello
Board of
po.
Directors
They are
of
part
Talk
of the
Life Channel.
streamline. Yeah.
They are
Hello.
they are the pillars of Talk Life Channel.
Hello to all the pillars of Talk Life channel. Congratulations po and keep on inspiring other people. And thank you for having my madam as part of your team. So
Okay.
let's read.
So,
So you go first, ma'am, and then I'll follow. Okay. So,
okay, I'll recite it without reading.
okay.
But,
I will.
Please help me. if I
Yes,
forget.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Go placidly amidst the noise and haste. And remember, what peace there be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story to tell.
Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble it is. It is a real possession in the changing fortune of time.
Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you in the virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially, do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and discernment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth.
Yes.
Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness.
So now, beyond the wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have the right to be here. Gusto ko kantayin natin yan. You are the child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have the right to be here. Okay, continue.
And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is as unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy and confusion of life, keep peace in your soul with its all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams. It is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful.
happy.
Strive to be happy.
Desiderata. Wow. Thank you very much. See you. Thank you, madams. Thank you, Ma'am Angel. Thank you to all our viewers. See you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye!
Bye. Okay.